Hi everybody, so today keeping up with the capsule makeup bag challenge thing, we're gonna do 2 looks for Valentine's, and these are more time consuming. I'm thinking of doing maybe like a last minute Valentine makeup look for next week's video. So we're gonna do it today. We're gonna play with 2 looks, one that is more like soft and subtle, and the other one is a tiny bit more intense, more sexy. Okay, so I'm gonna start by using a tiny bit of concealer on my eyelids just as a primer, because it's gonna help the eyeshadow to stay on for longer. So I'm just spreading it with my fingers, making sure that it's very even and well spread, so the eyeshadow doesn't like latch onto the so it doesn't look patchy. And now with a fluffy brush, I'm gonna take this shade here, just the lightest shade, which has a tiny bit of shimmer, and I'm gonna apply it starting close to the eyebrows, sort of for like highlighting, and then bringing it down. And if you don't know what I'm talking about in regards to the capsule makeup bag, or 10 by 10 as I call it, go check my last video where I explain exactly what I'm doing and the products that I'm choosing, because I'm gonna be using 10 products, only 10 products throughout the whole month of February, just to like show you that you don't have to have like a bunch of products to do anything really. You can just have like a handful of things that you like and you can create pretty much anything. Okay, so with a flat brush, I'm gonna start with this shade here, and I'm going to sort of like pack it on my lid and bringing it to my crease. And maybe slightly over your crease, but don't go too high up because you want space to blend it in. Now with my finger, I'm going to take a tiny bit of the shade here. It's called Ignite, and I'm going to place it in the center of my eyelid and do the same on the other eye. And now I'm going to take a liner brush with the shade here, Good as Gone, which is a deep cool tone brown. And I'm going to use a tiny bit of water. Well, I'm using Fix Plus, but you can use whatever you want, but just water works just the same. I'm going to sort of like get it a tiny bit wet and get the brush in there before it dries. So I'm doing the liner on top, because even though this is wet, because it is an eyeshadow, it's gonna give you a softer look than if you were using actual liquid liner. And because it's brown also, the whole thing is a lot more forgiving than using like a black liquid liner, which is, you have to be very precise. Now I'm gonna do a wing. And so I was just drinking water there. Okay, so I did the liner on both eyes, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. This looks a tiny bit wobbly, but just because I have like a freckle where the point of the liner should be, so it always looks like I ended up like very abruptly. It's not the case, it's just that freckle. It's just in a very inconvenient position. Okay, so I'm gonna do my base, and of course I'm gonna use the YSL Touche Eclat foundation, and I'm not gonna use a lot, just because I want this look to be very soft. And also I find that men, I mean, not that we're doing this for a guy, but we definitely want to appeal to our, you know, to our partner. So, and I have to say, I'm not wanting to celebrate Valentine's Day at all. Don't really care for it, but whatever, that's besides the point. So yeah, like I was saying, we definitely want to appeal to our partner that night, and we're gonna be sitting very close, or maybe like being playful or romantic or whatever it is. So we don't want like a thick layer of foundation. Especially men tend to think that's one of the things that is like qualified as too much makeup. So we definitely want to keep it light. Also, I find that if, for example, if I'm going out with my boyfriend and I know that he's gonna be like kissing me and touching me and this and that, the thinner the layers of the makeup, the better it's gonna hold. The thicker the layers, is just like it comes off easily. And the way that I think about this is just like, imagine that you put like a thick layer of body cream, you know, and you have it like this. So if you have like a thick layer like this, and then you put your finger and then you can see where you touched, as opposed to if you have like thin layers, like for example like here where I've blended the foundation. If I touch it, like you can barely see anything. So the same happens with foundation. So the thinner the layers, the better it's gonna look. And I always say it because people are always like, oh, I need a lot of makeup because I'm gonna be wearing it for a long time, blah blah blah, and it's actually quite the opposite, which I understand can be kind of like counterintuitive, but like I said, they blend with the skin better, they adhere to the skin, so they're more difficult to remove or to like transfer or anything like that. So I did a very thin layer all over, and I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'm gonna do concealer under my eyes. And around my lips, or anywhere where I need the extra coverage, because if I have like scars, which I had a bit of a breakup last week, so I have like little like purple scars on my cheeks. And this foundation, even though it has great coverage, I mean, it doesn't cover absolutely everything. It's like a medium to full coverage foundation, but you know, some things like scars, like acne scars, are just very stubborn. And if you want to see the looks that I create with these 10 products, I'm not gonna do it here on YouTube exclusively, so go to my Instagram, because I'll be posting videos on there too, like shorter 1 minute long videos. Okay, so now that I finished my foundation and my concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes with the brown pencil liner. And I'm gonna do it top and bottom, going inside and like going like in between the lashes. Whew. This is tough, but it really makes a difference. Oh my god, and I'm gonna cry. Okay, and now with the same pencil, I'm going to use it on the outside. And with the same flat brush in the same Midtown warm like caramel shade, I'm gonna use it underneath just to blend. And using the same liner brush, so we're gonna connect it. Okay, so these are the eyes done. I'm gonna just apply a bit of mascara, and I'm gonna focus it, as always, on the roots of the lashes, because that's where I want the most intensity. Okay, so for the lips, if you wanted something really soft, you can use the nudie lipstick that you chose to do this, or you can do what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to use it sort of like a stain. So I'm gonna use the red lipstick, and I'm just going to work it into my lips. like so. And then I'm gonna layer it with the nude pencil. And I'm using this more to line. And it gives like a very pretty, like soft, like a soft edge. Okay, so now we're actually not gonna remove this one, this makeup look. We're actually gonna build on top of it, which is amazing. Okay, so this time we're gonna take a blending brush, but it's gonna be a smaller, more dense blending brush. And we're gonna take this warmer brown that we have here, and we're gonna remove the excess on our hand. We're just gonna start building and shading, sort of like on the outer corner and into the crease. And we just want to make sure that we remove the excess from the brush before we start, just because we already did the foundation, so we don't want any drop down. So we have to be extra careful. And we bring it all the way in. So that already has made my eyes look much bigger and more intense. But I'm gonna keep blending, and I'm gonna keep building that color. Okay, now with the same brush and the same shade, we're gonna do it on the bottom. So like intensifying. And just bringing it to meet that wing. Now I have to like join them in together, just so that it looks like it has like a flow. Okay, now with a small flat brush, I'm gonna take the same shade here, Ignite, and I'm gonna pack it on, but this time a tiny bit more intensely on the lid, bringing it in to the inner corner. Okay, so I did another layer of mascara, top and bottom, just because I was using shadow, so the shadow drops down on the lashes and it makes them like a nashy tone, so they don't stand out as much. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my lips, and I'm gonna use the red one, but this time I'm gonna use it like full on. You can do it like this, it looks really pretty, but for effects of this look, I'm just gonna show you how it would look with a red lip. And this look is gonna be very sexy, very full on. I do have to say, even though I love the product, I don't like the applicator, just because maybe for the lighter, more nudie shades it works really well, but these colors being so intense, I feel like you need something a tiny bit more precise. So maybe like a lip brush is going to help you like get the precision that you want when you're using something so, like I said, so intense. That's the only complaint about that. But other than that, it lasts amazingly well, and it's so pretty. It is very comfortable, even though it's a matte. It's a very comfortable matte. If you don't want to have to like take out like a lip brush and do it and just like fuzz around with that, you can just blend the edges with a Q-tip. And intensify in the center. So once you have the red lip, you might find that you need a tiny bit more blush. I think I'm good with the blush. However, I will do a tiny bit of bronzer, just because I think this look will look really well with a tiny bit more bronzer and more definition. So this is the second and final look. I would probably not wear it with a t-shirt like this. I would probably wear something a tiny bit like prettier, more dashing, more sexy. But yeah, so it's really intense. It's very sexy, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon.